That's why I said live before I actually hit it.
Good call.
Welcome, folks, whoever is going to show up. Promotion was pretty bad. I think it's because the guy on the bottom, no one knows who he is. Definitely not either one of these two sexy motherfuckers on the top here. More to love. More to love, Tyler Throne, and more than you can handle, Joshua.
I got a little less to love. Come on.
I know. You know? For those who don't realize this show technically started 15 minutes ago, and we weren't even on the air yet. We literally had to shut up because there was stuff that was just going to be too good to leave off the air. It's like, you're scrolling through Instagram and the chick's got her boobs covered like this. If you want to see those nipples, you got to subscribe to OnlyFans. This is the OnlyFans, folks. And I'm not promoting anybody's. I mean, unless you want to offer me I don't know, what's that thing with them? They pay you the advertising fees, that stuff. I will advertise for you if you're willing to pay. We'll talk about price. I'm not that expensive.
I would imagine.
So we were just talking about Minnick here in the back about how he thought he was going to stay retired, and I called bullshit. And where I was going to get with this is how I imagined you getting brought out of retirement work. You had, hey, Matt, how about you come to XWE and I give you the XWE title? And you're like, sign me up, bitch.
Actually, no.
Also, side note, I have that same shirt.
Nice. Side note, double side note. No, that's not actually no.
Quarter side note.
We're just gonna be going with side notes, you see.
But
it was never any kind of fucking plan. It was kind of, the whole St. Patrick's Day thing was meant to be the plan. And yeah, here I am, XW champion. So I mean, I'm gonna definitely take the ball and run with it. So fuck it.
I'm fairly certain that was the plan all along, whether you knew it or not.
They did.
That was the plan all along. But so, one of the main reasons we're here tonight is because of the man to my left, right, depending on your perspective. I don't know. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's not. The guy in the red shirt that blends into the background, you know him as Tyler, hopefully, is going to be running HSW South Trash Bag Fed. The first card drops tonight in about roughly an hour or so, I do believe, is the plan. And, well, are you excited to be running Trash Bag this again?
Yeah, I'm super excited. There's going to be a lot of fun things that we got planned. We got a lot of great guys that are involved. A lot of fun storylines that are going to be taking place. I do know. We're going to be taking place in Panama City, Florida, week 1 at Club La Vela, which is where, if anyone's familiar with the spring breakout episodes of WCW, took place back in the 90s.
What's WCW?
Wasn't the last Nitro at Club La Vela too?
I don't know. Was it?
I'm pretty sure.
Josh, you know everything, so.
Oh, I don't know much about WCW other than the fact it sucked.
Well,
it was good for a time.
The wrestlers were great in the lower mid card, but their main stuff, I'm not one of those hard on Attitude Era guys who are all about the NWO this and no. However, your mid card guys there with your Jerichos, your Malenkos, that I'll give them. But no, I didn't know. I don't know.
Murder.
What was the last one?
Benoit pre-murder.
That was Kevin Sullivan.
Oh, we all know that was Kevin Sullivan. That's why I said pre-murder, not murder-suicide. Duh. Oh,
that's a good point. Good point. Vince McMahon and Kevin Sullivan did it. For The Rock.
For The Rock.
The Rock.
So, yeah, it's going to take place at Club La Vela. Main event's going to feature Karate Man, which will be played by Josh McClain.
I hear that guy is very handsome.
Yeah. Dick McShivers, which will be Killian Gavin.
I hear that guy is very skinny.
Robbie Jack Haynes.
I hear that guy has no teeth.
He doesn't, which will be by Robbie Cutthroat. And then Ricky Wah, which will be by Conrad Wallace. They will be in a fatal four-way in a Davy Jones locker match. What's that entail? Basically, the ring's going to be surrounded by pools.
Not what I thought you were going to go with.
The ring will be surrounded by pools. You got to knock your opponent over the top rope, and they must be submerged and fall into the depths below of Davy Jones' locker.
So you have to get them wet.
Yeah.
Basically.
Essentially.
Matt's not winning anything. And you're both named Matt, so figure out which one.
Yeah.
You know? That sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. I have a video. Would you like me to play the video now, or would you like me to wait a minute to play the video? Sure, I'm putting the ball in your court. The ball is in your mouth. We'll play the video now.
You can play the video.
Born this way, no silver spoon to feed a 401k. On Bourbon Street, the girls will scream, they're calling out my name. Wanna be a white trash millionaire, ain't got much and I don't care. Count your cash and kiss my ass. The whole damn world will know I've been here. 2 6 eggs and you know I'll share. I'm everyone from nowhere. White trash, white trash.
It's going to be trashy.
Matt, as someone who knew nothing about any of this until coming on air here, and now seeing the full video, I purposely stopped it when I gave the reference earlier, so you didn't see some of it. I wanted to see your actual reactions back here. What do you think?
I love the names. Like
I saw your reaction to Dougalo, down here in the green room.
What was the other one? The very first one, because I was like, oh, that's cool to see Man Mountain Rock has a job again. Like, that's super dope. But Dougalo, chef's kiss on that one. Oh, my God. And then always, you got to fear the nip, man.
Yeah.
You definitely.
But the nip's already getting over with everyone. So
that's the best roster.
Free the nip.
Yeah.
So I have some notes here when this was originally going to be Charlie Chamberlain and Maxwell Holiday of stuff I was going to ask Charlie, bits and pieces of information I got. So now I'm just going to throw this out here. I have notes, actual notes, not much. These are things that were passed along to me from insights of your first creative meeting. I'm going to see if you're going to tell how honest you're going to be with me, if these are true or if these are false. Do you have a Corpus Christi Crispy Corpses match in your future in the first 5 weeks?
Yes.
And what exactly is that?
Can you even say that 10 times fast?
Corpus Christi Crispy Corpses match.
Close enough.
I mean, I don't know that we know what it is yet, but we're gonna find out.
Okay, what about an Amazon Prime package on a pole match?
Oh yeah, that's happening this week.
Makes sense. Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime working together. You got that Twitch money.
Yeah, that's gonna be on this week's episode.
What about Party Your Pants Off?
Yep, that's happening for sure.
I'm very interested in what that is going to be. Party Your Pants Off. That sounds like a good time. The question is, who's in the match?
Who's in the match?
Yeah, I mean, my money's on Ricky Waugh. I mean, isn't he the East Coast party that never stops?
Yeah. Right now, penciled in for that match is Ricky Waugh and Rufus Raymond.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Never trust a guy with 2 first names.
Yep. Ricky Waugh, Rufus Raymond, and a whole bunch of hoes.
It's funny you say that. Never trust a guy with 2 first names. What about 3 first names, Tyler? Can you trust somebody with 3 first names?
No. I've let a lot of people down over the years.
Like I thought you was my friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that went out.
But hey, I've heard people block their best friends, so that's what they do.
I blocked all my best friends.
Yeah, that's
like,
what
Yeah. Matt's a little quiet down there. I think he's out of his element. Would it help if I started twerking my ass on this wall?
Oh.
So Tyler, there's a story behind that.
That was a rough night in EFED history.
When I first came to UPW, Matt and Chelsea used to do these live with the Minnick videos. Like they'd just do a live thing, kind of like what we're doing now, but it'd be the 2 of them sitting there, like, on Facebook Live.
Kind of like a drunk Regis and Kelly. I was high and she was drunk.
Yeah, and Chelsea actually starts twerking on the wall in the back of the video, and you have some very thirsty fellas in the UPW page watching this video very intently.
Yep.
One of them was banned from Japan.
Hey. Yep.
But
that's a day.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
I'm just trying to make you more comfortable.
Well, isn't that a convenient week here in OXWE then?
Jesus. Like, my God, like, there were so many like stupid stories. Like Tyler would have fit right into UPW. He would have been so fucking like involved with that, and like him and Cody Omega both, I think, would have thrived in UPW, just because of the weird creativeness that we had.
Yeah, like you had your straight up Monday show. You had me doing Saturday stuff where we were in fucking. I did the Star Wars trilogy for my events, like on fucking Tatooine, some crazy ass story shit. And then you had Onions running the other show in the middle of the week.
The abusement park for the abusement park.
Oh wow.
That was where he kind of developed the idea for the abusement park, was in UPW, because he was a general manager for one of the nights, and he made his an ultraviolet night where Josh had his like intergalactic, and it was all over the fucking place.
And yet still based in old school style wrestling, very highly emphasized in tag wrestling and the television title, which was an always thing.
Yeah, always like the old school NWA, AWA thing, but I'm like fucking Jupiter and Tatooine and the Milky Way and all. And had the standard Monday night show, which was like Monday Night Raw type of shit before it got all shitty. Like, that way we had something for everybody, and then the live show was on Tuesdays, so that way it was always on Tuesdays. People knew, okay, this is the day we get to let our hair down shit. And that's where like Nick Harrison would be a star on that shit, and Trips would come in, and the shit he would do with Danny Brunner and stuff like that. Like, that shit was always gold. Even when Shooter would call in, like Mikey, fucking a pan, like it was a different world. What's up, Robbie?
Sorry, Robbie. I've been paying a little attention
Hi, TJ.
to this.
TJ,
The A&E match.
I've always felt like I got to like the bigger like video e-feds about a year or two too late.
You would have thrived in UPW, man. Like your personality and just a little bit I've gotten to talk with you and stuff like that, and watching your character, and Josh would have fucking booked you perfectly, and like having Onions there for creative and everybody else that we had, it was such a fucking great place to be a part of. Hey Dylan, what's going on, dude? It was.
Thank you for watching.
I'm not gonna be that guy that's always reminiscing in the past. But at the same point, like, that was something that was always unique, and I'm always going to be grateful to, like, Josh for it. And fuck you, TJ. I will get back on TikTok and send you shit right now.
But the Superior Show, Saturday Night Slam, did feature guys like Nick White's no longer best friend, Ethan Carnage.
Yep.
Onions was there. We had the Sleaze, and the Sleaze there. Unfiltered Animal was on Mondays. Johnny New Haven, I believe I had.
Yep, you did.
Triple M was on the Onion Show. Mikey P was there. Rich Diaz.
Yep.
Like a good portion of XWE's roster, and
yeah,
that was my my Saturday night show.
It was such. Josh would do a phenomenal fucking job, and I'll always give Josh the credit, even though he wasn't even the dude I hired originally. Like, it was the best decision I never made was hiring Josh for UPW. Everything else I was hands-on with. Hiring Josh, that was all Chelsea.
Josh was the first real GM to like kind of put me over, in Underground when he was running Underground.
Underground. Yeah.
Like, well, I know, but I mean, I started in IW, so it is what it is. So.
I respect that. I'm a former IW champion and I'm banned there, so whatever.
Well, I am too. So.
I am the only gauntlet. I am the only gauntlet. I am the only person with the IW World Championship gauntlet.
Oh, with all of them?
The IW World Heavyweight Championship, the IW Alpha, the IW Omega, IW Delta, IW Riots, Promo Luchas, IW World Top Title, Underground.
Do we want to get
all of them?
Gosh.
All of them. I have the full suit of armor. I'm just saying.
Okay, in that small little Twitch sponsored kingdom, you absolutely do. Yep.
And
I am the only one.
Now they are all defunct.
Joshua McClain did
none
it
of it
first.
Exists.
Well, you know what?
It exists anymore.
Let me handle this properly. So I've decided that this is probably the best way to handle the show going forward. Quick, one of you say something mean about Bubba Woodrow to get back on my good side.
I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about Bubba.
I know who he is, kind of.
Okay, see, somebody irrelevant doesn't even know who he is, so that says something.
Whew.
I like Bubba.
I don't dislike Bubba. I don't. People thought I did.
I believe he's coming down here in like a week or two.
So you guys gonna have Bubba butt sex?
No, I mean, anytime anyone comes down to Florida, they're more than welcome
to come.
Welcome to come and shoot the shit with old Tyler Throne.
I was.
Matt, go ahead. You said something. You broke up.
I said I was in Florida in February. Where the fuck were you then?
In Florida.
Yeah. You son of a bitch. Hey, I was in Orlando. I was in Fort Myers, and I think I was in Tampa too. But I was only there for a weekend.
Yeah, I live in Fort Walton, which is like, I work in Destin.
Yeah, I've been to Destin.
Yeah.
I got family in Okeechobee, Fort Myers.
Yeah.
I'm here for the.
I live where people vacation.
So, to turn around and make this all about me, on the subject of traveling.
Yeah, let it switch over for a second. Hang on.
I can say that I am the only person in this game who has physically met onions, and I know at least one person on here who's incredibly jealous about that.
That's fair. Fuck you.
Yeah, I can say I had the marijuana with the pink rabbit multiple times. There were very many marijuana orgasms in my mouth.
Sometimes.
I realize how that sounds, and I'm okay with it. It's onions.
I've hung out with the Wolves. I've hung out with Maglio. I've hung out with Trips. I've hung out with Eric Jesse. I've had dinner with Blake Knapp. I know I'm missing somebody.
I mean, Tyler did a BDSM sex tape with Brian Aldridge in person. I remember the one with the ropes.
Yes, Brian Aldridge, Bubba. I've met up with Bubba. Justin Klein and I hung out a little bit.
Yeah,
Justin, like that dude's phenomenal.
Klein's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. I tried to up with him when I was in Tennessee, but I was on the opposite end from him because I was hanging out having dinner with Maglio and pouring beer on him in a bar accidentally. But
obviously you made the wrong choice.
I in retrospect I did, but I
mean, look. This is, and actually that brings me to something I actually want to ask you guys about in a bit, since you're both wrestling fans, obviously. That's a later point. This is like, all right, you had Maglio on one side, Klein on the other. This is like you getting the opportunity to go see Liger, all right, or getting to go see Omega, and you picked Omega.
Okay. That's a fair point. That I get the references just because of our private conversation before we went out live. So well played.
You passed on Liger.
At the same point, I'm still probably the only guy in E-Feds that spilled a beer all over Maglio.
And for that, I respect the hell out of you. I love that.
Whether it was accidental or not, there is a picture of me and him at the bar eating dinner together, and 20 minutes later, he had like one of those big Brutuses spilled all fucking over him, and it was hilarious. I felt like a dick, but whatever.
I bet you can guess who that came from.
I mean, it literally says who it came from. Like, I mean, I can fucking read.
Well, then read it. He's asking you a question. Come on. You know?
I mean, when? When do you want me to beat you?
Right now.
Robbie?
Add Robbie in here. We'll do a live promo battle, and Josh and I will judge.
The first launching of UWA, the Underground Wrestling Association.
Boom.
Yes. No. You know that thing that Robbie stole from me, that cock.
Laugh now.
Here's a good one. I guess this is TJ's idea of who to choose between Gilbert or Inferno. Probably both better options than Nicholas Magdu.
I would take Disco.
Over Gilbert?
Oh yeah, I'd take Disco. Old school Disco. He was the fucking man.
I know, the Sparklers?
Me too, Robbie. And the Vegas comment really, really hit. It really did.
Oh, fuck you, Schroeder. Like, we laugh about this. Schroeder and I joke about this now, but like, I'm so glad I didn't pay for a subscription to get a push. I mean, anyways, how are you, fellas? Yes.
TSOTR.
I have not watched The Dark Side about Korea.
Oh, no, not yet.
Ones I haven't missed one yet. I have not watched the Korea one. I was going to watch that tonight, actually. Promo.
No, that's my answer.
Me either. But since we're on the wrestling topic and I mentioned them, I came across, I don't know how long ago, I guess back it was. I just saw I don't pay too close attention, about Omega taking offense to Jim Ross calling Randy Orton the best wrestler alive.
That was recent.
And Jericho tweeting about it, Omega being the best.
Yeah.
You know.
Am I the only person that makes it less credible because it's coming from Jericho?
Yeah and no at the same time, because
like he is the real life version of PG era DX shilling out whatever they're currently using.
Basically, yeah. Is Omega one of the best wrestlers on the planet? Yes. I will wholeheartedly agree. He is in the top 5, I'd say, best wrestlers on the planet right now. Is he number 1 to me? No. But he's right up there.
You know why he's not number 1? Because he wrestles like once a month.
Yeah. Like, well, even to it, like, he just doesn't have that. He doesn't have that lore that Okada has, where it doesn't matter if he's in chaos or if he's just being the face rainmaker. He has that. He looks like the man, and he makes everybody look like a fucking star. Where Omega, like you said, he doesn't. It's such a roller coaster with him, where you can't really be like, all right, yeah, that's the guy. So I don't think Orton or Omega is, honestly. Gargano could easily be one of the best wrestlers in the world. Yeah.
I'm a huge Johnny Wrestling fan.
I love Johnny Gargano and Finn Balor too. I think they're also 2 of the best on the planet.
See, I'm a Ciampa guy.
Great dude.
I like Ciampa too.
Now, funnily enough, I actually would really love to see a Ciampa Omega match.
I would too.
And I can actually one of the reasons for that is outside of when Gargano and Ciampa wrestle, or really pretty much anybody else did. I can honestly say I've literally shaken both of their hands. So, but I think the 2 of them would be great together.
Well, that's kind of like what we were saying off air when I was telling you about having the Omega and the Okada that I have. It's kind of cool to have both of them, just because you don't hear, like, Tyler. I don't think you know this, but I have an autographed 8x10 and an autographed 8x11, one from Okada and one from Omega, and then I also have 2 of them from Jushin Liger, on top of some other ones. But just like, of all people, fucking Rocky T was the one that sent me the Jushin Ligers. He sent me 2 of them. And I didn't think he was really going to go through with it. And then randomly I checked him in. I was like, Josh, check this shit out.
I do remember
that. You don't hear too many people that have Okadas, though. So like that's always like my centerpiece right now, is just my Okada piece.
That's pretty cool.
I've made a fan of Dylan Schreider.
Thatcher and Ciampa. Oh, yeah. Like, Schroeder, actually, been a year and a half ago, I went to an Evolve event in Detroit because I was going to go see Drake. And when I was there, Walter was there and Ciampa was there. And I watched Walter versus Thatcher, and Jesus Christ, those 2 beat the dog piss out of each other. Let's see. Drake had a match with Josh Briggs, but my God, Walter doesn't get enough credit for as much of a monster as he really is, just because he's the UK champion. That dude is a fucking monster.
You know who else is a monster?
Sorry to cut you off. That was the day before the NXT UK title went missing. Was the day that I saw him on that trip leaving Detroit and driving to Chicago, was when the belt went missing. So Triple M automatically messaged me. He's like, "You son of a bitch, you've got that title, don't you?" Like, I fucking wish.
It was probably at a steakhouse.
They found it now. A dude put it on TikTok. Actually, I saw it, and he put a video up of him holding the title because he bought it from somebody. And WWE reached out to him, and they sent him a NXT UK title replica, but it was signed by Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Walter. So, I mean, it's not a terrible trade-off.
I mean, yeah, it is. There's only one of the other one.
That's fair.
How many other people do you think have gotten autographed UK titles?
I mean, by those 3, not too many, but yeah, I'll definitely say, yeah, that's definitely a one of one. That was the thing I saw it on the network. Walter doesn't get his proper due. I love Walter to death. Same way with like Ciampa. Ciampa he had the rocket put on him for a while, but he just never got the full due. People who don't watch NXT versus UK, Walter Dragunov, yeah, that shit was fucking stellar. Dragunov is underrated as well.
I did not.
That was a good ass match.
Yo.
I've hardly watched wrestling in the last year, so I know absolutely nothing.
I watch certain matches. Like Walter, I will watch. A lot of the other things I'll watch through like What Culture, and they'll draw my interest. Like, you can check this match out. Oh, okay, I'll go watch it then. But if it's not like JD Drake, just because we support our friends and shit like that,
Yeah.
I go out of my way to watch too many, especially Raw. That thing can just go to shit anymore. Like Roman Reigns is fucking phenomenal on SmackDown, but overall, like wrestling's just in the.
I don't watch too much anymore. I watched WWE up until WrestleMania, and then I stopped.
I have still yet to watch WrestleMania.
They've killed Bray Wyatt. They killed CM Punk. They've killed basically every goddamn thing that I like about WWE. So like,
Yeah, CM Punk killed CM Punk.
Shut up. He did, yeah, but they didn't help.
Like, okay, well, yes, but at the same time, they probably wouldn't have had to help if he didn't have that ego on his shoulders.
That damn Z-Pack.
Well, counterpoint.
Again, ego.
But you have to have an ego in that business.
Yeah, I'm sorry, no. So CM Punk is not as disliked by me as the Young Bucks, for instance.
Yeah,
but
Young Bucks, yeah.
I don't know. I agree with you though. Fuck the Young Bucks.
They're dicks. They're good showmen though. They put on great matches.
I love the fact that more people are posting about them being dicks, and it's coming out on social media about them being dicks.
I'm 100% with Schroeder right there. 100% with him. I don't watch his NXT and AEW, kind of touch and go, but
touch and go sounds like a case of rape.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, the old Ben Roethlisberger.
Or a booty call.
A little bit of the Bill Cosby, a little touch and go. A little bit.
Did you start with the Ben Roethlisberger because of the Steelers hat I'm currently wearing?
I love that.
I realized it was a Steelers hat. My bad.
Yeah, fuck the Steelers.
I agree.
That's
I like the Jaguars more than I like the Steelers.
I'm too cool for the forward-facing hat. I want people who can to kiss my ass and see what team I like at the same time.
All right, I can respect.
Especially if they're a Patriots fan.
Hey, fuck
Fuck
you.
the Patriots.
Fuck you.
Tyler used to be a fuck the Patriots, fuck Tom Brady guy. He might still kind of be, but at the same time, he lives down that way now. So,
actually, I love Tom Brady now.
So, like, I feel like he can't dislike Tom Brady. It's against the law where he lives.
Hilarious.
I love Tampa Tom now. Like, he's like a god down here now.
Like, he really is. Like, that dude does no wrong down there. He just wants to have fun. And he's like an older Gronk now. Go Tom.
He's a complete vibe. That's how I want to be when I'm 43. Just that swagger.
Just wake up.
Yeah.
$50 million boat today. No big deal.
Yeah.
Not a big
So, fuck Tom Brady.
Hey, feel how you want, but at least you got rings.
I got a ring. It only cost me like $2,500.
Yeah, but
because I had to get rid of the other ring first.
Doesn't Roethlisberger have like more rape charges than Super Bowl rings?
You know what, Matt? It was a pleasure listening to you. Now that he's out of the way,
he's probably gonna have more broken bones this year. I don't even know if he has an offensive line.
Well, he doesn't have a running back. I mean, Najee's gonna take a couple years.
Yeah.
A random sumbitch just because Charlie's not here to do it.
It's gonna be a bad year for y'all, especially in Cleveland and Baltimore and Joe Burrow. You're fucked.
You know, I don't like how the conversations turned to making fun of my football team.
Okay, well we can go over here. Trevor Park. It'd be great.
No.
You're a Cleveland fan, aren't you?
I'm from Cincinnati. I'm actually
Cincinnati.
a Bengals fan.
Oh, that's my bro.
I'm a big Bengals fan. But I wear this Jaguars hat because I support the Jaguars because I'm actually a Gators fan at heart. So I started supporting the Jaguars when Fred Taylor went there.
Fair, but fucker.
Way back in the day.
Urban Meyer's.
Way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
Back when
Good times.
There.
Yeah.
Anyways, back off of our ESPN chat over here. now.
Right? We just completely got off of wrestling to.
I mean, it is shooting the shit, so it's wherever the conversation takes us.
Let me ask you a question, Josh. Have you played? What is your thoughts on Resident Evil Village?
I would like to see if I can cut off my hand and reattach it. But only if a big titty, tall vampire bitch is doing the cutting, because that's hot.
It's such a fucking good game, dude.
I have not played it.
It's a damn good story, and it's perfect.
Well, see, like I got this thing called kids, a lot of them, because I know how to use my dick a lot.
I didn't know you had any kids.
I mean,
I got 6 kids. 6 kids.
Wow.
I have 6
Really?
kids.
It is not our fault that you couldn't pull out a pizza, motherfucker.
I like to have my pizza extra cheesy. Okay. That pie's got to be cheesed. So, I don't really have the extra income for new video games, especially ones that I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan. I've played 2 of the games, the first one and I think the 5th one, and that was only because the chick from the game looked kind of hot, and I heard there was a BDSM outfit. There kind of was. It was hot, and that's about the only reason I played that one.
Well, now you got Lady Dimitrescu, bro. She'll chase you around a castle.
Yeah, but I mean, I could just type in Lady Dimitrescu on the search bar, and I'd probably get like a Pornhub video of it, so I don't really need to play the game.
Fair point.
I mean, that's definitely going to be better than the game. I'm just saying.
Can't argue it.
But no, I have taken the habit of watching what they call the game movies on the Tube of You. And since I knew I wasn't going to be playing Resident Evil anytime soon, I have a bunch of friends playing it. This way I'm not lost in the conversation. I watched the 2-hour and 48-minute video of all the cutscenes and all the important shit together. So I know the story.
It's a good
it looks interesting. It's something maybe I'll try some point down the road, but it'll probably be one of those things I'll pick up when it hits the $19.99 shelf.
Which I totally fair. I get it. Like, I traded in a bunch of shit to get mine because I knew I wasn't going to play those games anymore. So I was just like, yeah, I'll definitely play Resident Evil. So fuck it.
Well, see, on the game end, the next big purchases will be my Series S. And I'm actually going to go with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I love those games, and I want to do the whole thing on the new thing all over again. I mean, I have them all because of EA, the EA thing with Xbox Game Pass. But, and I own them all in disc form, too. And I did own all the DLC anyway. So I'm technically paying for the whole game all over again just for a shiny new coat, which I also have on the PC when you run it on high-end graphics. But, there's something about, spending my money on something that I really love, even if I've spent money on it 100 times before. It's like, pouring cocaine and weed. Like, you spent money on 100 times before. But never ceases to be something you're willing to do it.
I'll gladly take my PS5 over the Series S. But,
Yeah, my Series S will be a hell of a lot easier to find than the PS5.
I already have it. Hi, buddy.
Right. Yeah, well, I don't, and people are paying $1,000 for them right now, and I am not paying $1,000.
We both. I found mine at my local shopping store.
I like Demon Souls.
It was good.
I
like.
Yeah.
Give me that kind of shit. I love Last of Us Part 2, Resident Evil, Madden, PGA Tour, ask Blazing Apple, Madden in front of his wife.
I realize I don't have a really defined game type. Nothing I still got to get my copy of the Resident, not the Final Fantasy VII remake.
That's a great one too. I have that one too.
I love those kind of games. I play those. I've been playing Marvel's Avengers on my Xbox. I bought it for $20 a few months back. I wanted to try it, and $20 I'm willing to spend on a game that I can always throw down with the kids around too, because they like the Marvel heroes and fun stuff.
Can't with those.
Yeah, well, I mean, I mean, the kids watch The Nun before bed, so I mean, it's not like it's that big a deal.
That's fair. See, my kids grew up watching South Park and Family and American Dad. See, my son's just like, yep.
So that's where I am with there. I know, Tyler, you do some of the. I think it's Madden as well. One of the things I know you play.
Yeah, I play Madden. I haven't bought what is it, 21 that's out now? 21 or 22?
21.
21. Yeah, I haven't bought 21. I just have 20.
You gotta get it.
I usually buy it every couple of years because it's usually like the same damn game.
It's been the same damn 2010.
Yeah, so I usually buy it every couple of years. But I have a PS4. I haven't got the PS5 yet.
Yeah, I picked up my 5 February, March, but like I play Madden a lot because I play against Snap quite a bit. Well, I did until he came up, and like I said, his wife and him came up to Michigan, and he had dinner with me, and he decided he wanted to play Madden with me in front of her, and I was just like, I don't know if you want to do this because we've played online before, and it was like 77-21 at the end of the game or some shit like that. It was bad. It was so bad. He threw like 9 interceptions and shit like that. Like, it was so bad. Hey, poor kid. This is what I get for coming to Michigan. Yep, welcome home, motherfucker.
But who was this?
Glazenap.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch the name in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I'm a little. Everything's hitting me really well right now.
The last game I bought was I bought that Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
I played that. I got it for free on Xbox.
Yeah, that game was awesome. It's like an old school. It's like Mortal Kombat, pretty much, kind of.
See, that was the last game I bought before Marvel's Avengers. Was Mortal Kombat 11.
Well, I want to get Marvel's Avengers too, but I haven't purchased it yet. But
speaking of, I told you about this beforehand. I'm gonna let this be known now. I think I'm gonna do a little thing every week here where I'm going to reference everyone's favorite WandaVision quote that's been memed a handful of times over, with my own take on it every week. These two heard it earlier. They can attest to you right now. It's the best goddamn thing in the world. And if they don't, well, then I'm not going to send them the checks we discussed beforehand. What are eggs, if not chickens, for people who like to eat babies? And that is why Onions has 6 eggs every morning.
And for the people that might not believe him, that's literally like one of the first things he said.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's it wasn't even hello.
Yeah.
That's what he led off with. Like, all right. Hey.
You guys didn't laugh. You were supposed to laugh.
I haven't watched WandaVision, so.
Wait, what?
That's because you are a stupid whore.
So you want to get
respectfully,
Josh, get angrier at me then?
Have you watched Falcon and Winter Soldier? Wait, have you watched anything that involves the Avengers?
Yep, but here's where you're gonna get angry with me. I've never seen any of the Captain Americas. I saw the first Thor and didn't really like it. And let's see, I have not seen Endgame.
Tyler, do me a favor.
Real shit. Hold on. Let me finish. It is not because I don't want to see Endgame. Okay, I do want to see Endgame. That is in my near future. I might try to tonight. Captain America, I haven't watched, and I know Josh has yelled at me before for this. Is just for the fact of I look at Chris Evans and I see him as the dude from Fantastic Four. I can't just look at him and be like, oh, that's Cap. Even though, I should give it a shot, absolutely. But at the end of the day, yeah, I haven't watched those. Mandalorian, I have.
Thank you.
The snap worked.
Thank you.
The snap worked. Tyler, I did the first one. I'm going to need you to do the second. Can you see if we can snap him back, making sense? And looks like that. Look, he's back. He's back.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie about it. I talk a lot of shit because Josh has yelled at me about it years ago, and I still haven't.
Oh, man.
Captain America is my favorite Avenger.
thinking about all this made me realize I missed the perfect opportunity when Endgame was coming out for the 2 Papi character. I could have done a whole little thing with I am 2 Papi, and then like end the promo with that, with shutting it off with a snap. Come on. I know how much you love 2 Papi, Tyler. I missed that opportunity. I shilled on everything else. How did I not do that first? I do everything first. How did I not do that first?
I mean,
Tyler, what kind of friend are you for not having suggested that?
I'm a terrible friend, Josh. I'm sorry.
See, that's why I had to make that video about how I secretly hated you.
It hurt my heart.
Matt, we had a match in HSW East a few weeks back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Tyler and I are both on like pretty much losing seasons at this point. Like we've done a lot. We've had a lot of matches, a lot of people, but it's been mostly the losing end. No real big deal, but we're not whatever. This thing going on here, and Tyler's and I are both like busy this week, where we're both a little more towards the end. He's like, "Hey, I just got this shot and posted. I put you over really hard, man. You know, and I did the thing." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." I sit and I watch it, and I just brought back Pigtail TJM at this point, and as I'm watching his video, I'm like, "Oh man, I feel so bad because I know exactly what I'm doing with this." And it's going to be such a dick. I get on camera and I start off with, "I'm not your friend. You're never my friend. You don't do." And I'm just sitting here and I shit all over it. But this was my plan. You know, I was doing this whole thing with finding myself, who I really was in HSW, rediscovering myself, because the whole Ben IW forever type thing. Like, I'm incorporating the whole thing into the story, and I'm like, this is really the next step. Like, no, this is, and I felt so bad afterwards. And Tyler's like, "You dick, you hurt my heart." It's very rare Tyler Throne is the one leaving a match looking like not the dick with an opponent.
I actually was nice in the promo.
And I'm all like, "I shit on your nice." Take that shit pie. I felt horrible, but I'm like, this really is. This is where this goes from here.
And then we fucking tied.
Yes, and I got to be like, "Hi, Tyler, you still didn't beat me." How are you supposed to beat Nick if you couldn't beat me?
I didn't beat Nick.
And my whole thing was, Tyler's the one that needed to win this match. I didn't. You need to win this match. You need to build momentum for Nick. I got nothing going on, Major. I got nothing going. There's no. It doesn't matter. You need to win this match, and I'm not gonna let you in. Ultimately, it was beautiful.
Robbie's got a question. Let's see. Can I post a trash bag of it?
HSW East.
The card is going up as soon as we get done here, and it's going to be in HSW East. That's where all trash bag fed videos need to be posted. That's where results will also be posted. Everything in East. So you're more than welcome to post a video if you'd like.
We did announce your match on air here already, so
we went ahead and already announced your match. So since you know who your opponents are, you're more than welcome to go ahead and do it. So by all means, go ahead. But as far as videos, and I'm going to put this in the card. I would appreciate if everyone could just put the hashtag TBF. It'll help me.
Easier to search through the group.
It'll help me find videos just in case things get shuffled, because there's going to be podcasts and things that might get posted throughout the week.
Yeah, not important podcasts.
But just in case. So I'd appreciate if everyone could just use the hashtag in their posts, their promos, just hashtag TBF. I would appreciate it.
But since he's here asking questions, Robbie, when do you plan to come talk shit because I can't think of a better person to have on here shooting the shit. Also, probably getting stoned.
Flexing his biceps every 20 seconds.
Well, we'll have to do a special episode some point down the line called Bong Shooting the Shit Bong for 3.
Oh, let's
get 3 of us on here partaking, and that's the whole sesh is.
Just going to the moon. Let's fucking hit Jupiter, bro.
Also, anyone watching or anyone on air, I need you to do me a favor and make sure somebody sees this and he knows to come at the 50 and a half minute mark. This is us putting Ryan K over. Ryan K over the Overlord. Being put over right now for a full 1 minute. This is going to be a full minute of putting Ryan K over. Ryan K.
For putting him over?
What's that?
Do we treat this as like a moment of silence for putting him over?
I mean, I guess we can either not talk, or we can talk.
Okay, I'm good.
But we're just gonna put him over.
It's over, right?
Definitely over.
We're over. We're over putting Ryan K over.
Almost. We got about 15 seconds left because it went on the screen at 51:20 and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, and that was us putting Ryan K over for a full minute, 60 seconds.
That was great.
What should break out to being one nice even slice of this podcast is putting Ryan K over.
He deserves it.
See, Ryan is being put over. Yeah. We did our duty, which is funny because it's talking shit and that's duty, and
like community service for him at this point.
It is. And the only thing I have to say to go with that is,
only if you see.
You say. So, Tyler, I've told a couple people this. I don't know how many people are in the know of why this happens between us. I think I told Matt Hayden about this in a conversation the other day, maybe last week. My days run together. How the happened. When Tyler was on the podcast, the XWE, I think it was. Yeah, the XWE podcast. Anytime he's put on the spot to answer a question, he keeps putting in there. But my wife and I are sitting there catching it, counting it. And I message him afterwards from Jen and I. I'm like, you did this? No, I didn't really. I'm like, yeah, go back and watch it. And we get on a thing here for another thing. We were one of the old shooting the shit sessions that we used to have. And I'm like, so, and every time Tyler would say, I drop a, so the, for us became like the UC with you and everybody else of that time frame, especially if they claimed radical as a background.
I wasn't a radical though.
No. I'm saying though the people. There was a lot of UCs in there.
Yeah.
I remember listening to a Stevenson promo once for Saturday nights, and I swear in the first minute I counted like 15 UCs. That's probably an exaggeration. I'm a little stoned. You know how it goes. Like him, Rainwater, even Diaz would drop a few here and there. Nowhere as frequently, but that was very common. And Howie and I used to talk about that shit too. Like, dude, the UC. And he would start to do it the way Tyler does, and anything he knew I was watching.
I miss it.
And he'd even start like responses to a private conversation with UC.
You would randomly message me that in like admin chats, like, "Hey Matt, you see over here, you son of a bitch, I know what you're doing." Did a good promo there. You see what you did over here though? Like, you fucking prick, knock it off. I get it. I said it like 11 times. Fuck you.
Rich Velez, a year and a half, almost 2 years ago at this point, did a promo in XWE where he got like a whole bunch of people on the roster just to record themselves saying UC, and he strung it all together because his opponent was a very UC kind of person. a very underrated creative guy in this game, Velez.
There's a lot of people that were very underrated.
Like, his production values weren't up there with everybody else's. But he was very, very creative in how he put the stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he'd have a fun idea to run with, but it's, I guess I appreciate it because it's my Batman at the Expired Equestrian Society style humor. Do you know how many people still don't get that? Like, you both get that, right? Batman at the Expired Equestrian Society. Beating the dead horse, Tyler.
Yes.
You look like you're okay. I've had people who've like added me and seen it. Like, what's this about? That and the sexy arse unicorn on there. Both of those things are the things I get the most questions about to any new person on Facebook. Like, what's this about? What's this about? And then there's a long story.
Yeah. Like, even back then, though, the line was more there. There wasn't as much trying to offend as it was as much fun. Now it's just basically became a glorified rap battle or mama. Great. I'm sorry, other Matt. Great story. But like so many people, when you watch them, especially now compared to back then, it's just like your mama said.
I used to call it the schoolyard. What was it? But yeah, no, I refer to it as like the schoolyard slinging or some shit like that.
Yeah,
it was just
it's elementary. It's elementary type of shit because people like Cody Omega, people like myself, Trips. There's Onions, especially people that are really good at story development that are able to talk shit to you, but also bringing the story farther along, where so many people just jump on there and like, fuck you, fuck your mama, fuck your grandma, fuck your feed.
Here's this hornet's nest.
Yeah, like, first of all, you're in your car, so fuck you. You're driving in like an 84 Honda, so double fuck you. So like, where is the progression is the problem that I see. Josh,
which gives me a perfect segue, actually, or a minor segue. Driving in your car, HSW-TBF there will in fact have one specific glorified car promo guy, as far as I understand. Is this correct, Tyler?
Yes. We will.
I believe it was a Rodney McConaughey.
Yes. Rodney
driving his Lincoln.
It's going to be amazing.
But at least then it's a Lincoln.
I don't know if it will be a Lincoln. I don't know if the TBF budget can factor that in.
You can go to like a junkyard and find something and buy it.
Like I gotta look at some of the financials that were released for TBF, and there's a very large miscellaneous charge here. Was that for the Lincoln, or is that for something else? Like, do you guys have a drug problem already? I know you got a party that never stops there that will probably party his pants off. You got a guy with some hookers or women or escorts, whatever they are. I don't know.
Every guy on the roster has their own individual problems.
Is it true you have a basement dwelling mama's boy?
Yes. Old Bradley James.
Oh, I bet you he's going to be over.
Yeah, the karate man.
Oh yeah, he's probably a damn good looking man too.
Yeah.
Sexual.
Yeah. Loves to just play video games and
slap his mom.
Probably beats his girlfriend up.
I heard he doesn't have a girlfriend, but he has a mom, and she makes a meatloaf.
Whenever he wants it?
I think so. And mac and cheese. It's got to be the Kraft, though. From what I understand, he doesn't like that cheap stuff.
Yeah.
It affects his physique.
Got to keep that body of the gods.
Yeah, that Adonis body.
Sponsored by Little Debbie.
No, Twitch.
My bad.
Everything is sponsored by Twitch. And that is 9:00. Oh shit, that's dying. I forgot to plug that in. See, that's what I get for doing stuff. Well, folks, that means this has reached the 1 hour mark. This has been an hour of three guys talking and shooting the shit. Hopefully, I'll have things finalized for next week's guest, Tuesday night instead of Monday night. Time still to be determined. This is going to be very, structured without structure, because it's going to be up to the guys who I can get available with the time frames that work for them. But it'll be probably definitely Tuesday evenings. I don't want to interact with or take away the fans from Trash Bag Fed. I know you got those going Monday night. So someone I have penciled in for the 8th, 2 weeks away, is Nicholas Maglio, your number one fan, Matt. Tyler's best friend for life.
Dude.
And I have someone potentially for next week. I haven't heard officially yet, but those will be announced when I get them. This won't just be XWE thing, HSW thing. I'm not playing. I'll make jokes about everybody here. Yeah, it'll be a little bit from everybody from everywhere. This is not going to be, you can't play in my yard thing. So if you have people you'd like to see come on here and talk shit, feel free to make suggestions. If you'd like to come on here and talk shit on a Tuesday night, just sit around and this is the Seinfeld of podcasts.
Real quick, this is the best lead-in to my birthday that I think I could have had, because my birthday's tomorrow. So thank you for having me on it with you guys too, just because I didn't know what to do before, tomorrow. So thanks for having me.
What Matt's saying is his life is very sad.
Thanks.
And
dude.
this is the highlight of his birthday. Is getting to be on screen. That attention whore. He missed the attention. But happy early birthday, Matt. I was going to wait till tomorrow when Facebook reminded me. I'm horrible. I think everyone is horrible these days with the technology. Yeah. It's, we got very reliant, and I definitely don't need Facebook to remind me when my wife's birthday is, but she's the one that puts my penis in her. So, when it comes to birthdays, hers is the most important to remember.
Necessary.
And again, the kids' birthdays, because those matter to the person who puts my penis in them. So, only so many numbers that can be factored in there.
Right.
But yes, thank you for joining me for this experiment that hopefully more than a few people enjoy and would like to do again. Wait, I'll watch you. Hold on. For your B-Day, I'll watch you send me, finally.
Holy shit. He's 20 behind. I send him a lot of fucking TikToks that I think of.
Okay.
It's terrible. Him and Harrison, I send a shit ton and talk to on there.
I don't use the TikTok.
I
will watch some of the videos I come across elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't make videos or anything on it. I just watch other people's shit, like me.
Well, I don't have the app. I installed it once to give follows to a few people, then uninstalled it because I wasn't planning to ever use it. Yeah. But that's about it.
Fair.
So Tyler, before we go, since we're a few minutes over what we were originally going to do there, is there anything you'd like to say or drop or leave before I tell everyone to fuck off?
No, I just Trash Bag Fed card is going to be dropping here probably within the half hour. So look for that on HSW East. And then next Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, look for me to be going live as Charlie Chamberlain. And Trash Bag Fed Week 1 starts next week, every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Which is why this show will move to Tuesdays. We don't want to take away from Tyler.
Yeah, and whoever the co-host is.
Is it Dick McShivers? Oh, no, he's in the main event.
Hopefully it's Bear Weathers.
Oh, I was hoping for that German kid. The one that Rocky hates.
Yeah, I got hopes out for Twitch getting Bear Weathers.
Wolf? No, not Wolf. Heinrich.
That could be Heinrich.
That's who I'd like.
It's a Hall of Famer. It's a Hall of Famer.
It's not in the Hall of Fame.
So, it could be Mikey P. Maybe Mikey P.
I could get behind a money.
He did
Mikey
just
P.
retire, so maybe Mikey P.
I could get behind Mikey P for trash bags. I don't think he'd be a big fan of Dougaloo.
He might not. Maybe
he's kind of more of a frat boy kind of thing, and Dougaloo's a juggalo. I'm assuming he's a juggalo, unless he's a Zuggalo from Z Nation, but that's a whole different ball game. But yeah, so I think that's everything. I'm gonna hit this end broadcast before everyone listens to me jabber. Wow, forever. I feel like Robbie in the creative sessions right now. That's